To make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love. But I will never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I go black and blue. I go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. Nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love. To make you feel my love. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I go black and blue. I go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. Heart's on fire. You come to me wild and wild. You come to me.
Please rise, everybody.
And give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. And it can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong, babe. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met. And I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. But tear us apart. Baby, I would rather be dead. In your heart I see the start of every night and every day. In your eyes I get lost, I get washed away. Just as long as I'm here in your arms, I can be in no better place. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met. And I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Will tear us apart. Baby, I'd rather be dead.
Well, dear friends and family, with great affection for Colin and Brook, we have gathered together to witness and bless this union in marriage. To this solemn moment, they bring the fullness of their hearts as a gift and a treasure to share with one another. They bring their dreams, their talents, their unique personalities and love, all united into one as they begin to build their new life together. We rejoice with them in this union of hearts built on friendship, respect, and love. Please be seated. Now, the uniting of husband and wife in heart, body, and mind is intended for their mutual joy, for help and comfort given in times of prosperity and adversity, and to provide a warm and caring and loving home. Therefore, marriage should not be entered into unadvisedly or lightly, but with the great respect and dignity for which it was intended. Into this solemn union, Colin and Brook now come to be joined. Now, who presents this woman to be married to this man? Now, Colin and Brook so appreciate the efforts you've all made to be here today, and they want to thank you for all the love and support you've shown them and their relationship by witnessing this joyous event. Most especially, they want to thank their parents who have shown them such love and devotion throughout their lives. Now, Colin and Brook, while we come here today to celebrate your union, remember that no ceremony can create your marriage. Only you can do that. Through love, patience, perseverance, dedication, through talking, listening, trying to understand, through helping, supporting, and believing in each other, learning to forgive and learning to respect and appreciate your differences, and learning to make the important things matter and just let go of the rest. Well, what this ceremony can do is to witness and affirm the choice you've both made to begin a new life today as husband and wife, as you move from I, me, and mine to we, us, and ours. Now, most people don't remember the exact day or the exact time that their significant others first said they wanted to get married. But Colin and Brook remember it vividly. They were third row center at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, and Chris Stapleton was opening for the Eagles. Colin had just returned to his seat from getting a refill of his favorite drink, a Miller Lite. Now, this is also when Chris Stapleton was just starting to perform his biggest hit, Tennessee Whiskey. Now, Colin looked over at Brook, and the words just sort of flew out of his mouth. Quote, "You know I'm going to marry you, right?" Well, he immediately froze up, and before Brook could really respond, he proceeded to spill his entire Miller Lite all over himself. You know, I've known people to drink before they propose, sometimes after, but never during. Well, the now very angry people around Colin were forced to get up, leave, and dry off, which finally gave Brooke the opportunity to respond. And she said, and I quote, "Hey, you know I'm going to marry you back, right?" By pure coincidence, this week was the fourth anniversary of that very memorable, I should say, concert. And tonight, their first dance will be none other than Chris Stapleton's Tennessee Whiskey. I advise not, I'd leave the beer on the table before you hit the dance floor. Okay, we're going to do the love letter. So you walk around this way. No, you're not supposed to read it. Now, this morning, Colin and Brooke each wrote a love letter to one another. Neither of them has seen what the other has written. And these letters describe all the things they felt about one another on the morning of their wedding day. They include their hopes, their dreams for all the years yet to come. Now, please place your letters in the box, which also includes a pre-selected bottle of wine that they both have chosen together. Now, this box will not be open again until your 5th wedding anniversary on July 3rd, 2027. And on that day, you will share the wine and the love letters you wrote to one another on this day. On your 5th wedding anniversary, you'll be able to reflect on all the joy and the emotions that you've shared together. It will be filled with all the wonderful memories you've created and all the dreams yet to come. You will then write love letters that will be opened 5 years later on July 3rd, 2032, your 10th anniversary. And you'll continue this tradition every 5 years for decades to come. I hope you like wine. Colin and Brooke, you may now seal the box. Okay, go back to your original position. Well, you can get a little bit closer. You're almost married. Well, I'd like you to look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you've been many things to one another. Blind date, love interest, best friend, adventure buddy, dancing partner, and even teacher. For you have learned much from one another in these past 4 years. Well, now you shall say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life, and things will never be quite the same between you. For after these vows, you shall be able to say to the world, "This is my husband, and this is my wife." How cool is that? Well, Colin and Brooke will now share their personal vows to one another. And Colin, you go first. But don't get used to it. All right. Let's see.
Okay. When I first met Brooke, there's an instant connection. I took her on our first date. I told my brother all about it that weekend. 2 days after I met her, I tore my ACL. I had 2 weeks before I got surgery on it. I knew I had 2 weeks to go as quickly as I can, to hang out with her as much as I can before I knew I'd be incapacitated. She hung out. I knew after that I knew I was going to marry Brooke 2 months after that surgery. I was in the car, I was driving my truck, the clock hit 11:11. I kissed the clock, I always do, 11 times, and I made a wish. My wish was to marry Brooke. And I've been doing that for 4 years now, and we are now, I don't know what to do now. If you have some suggestions, please let me know. Yeah. My personal vows to you are I'll always have a tux shirt when I travel. I'll always stop at HEB to get your rotisserie chicken. I'll always be your dance partner to dance the night away. I'll always be there to be ready to listen about your day, and I'll always be my best self and make us stronger.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh, it's in big font. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Colin, about a year ago, I jokingly asked you if you wanted to write your own vows. To which you replied, sure, I think I could figure it out. And in that moment, I knew, well, that's how I have to start my vows, I guess. I don't know why I was surprised, even for a second, that was your response. Because one of the things that I love the most about you is your genuine excitement for any opportunity to try something new in life. Your rare ability to always find the best in every situation has been the greatest gift to a cynical northerner like me. Just being around you has made me a significantly better, happier human being. For years now, I've watched the way that you wake up every morning with a half-glass full mentality. I've watched the way that you value and treat your family and friends with patience, understanding, and unconditional love. And every single day, even though most days I fail, I try my hardest to emulate those qualities. And to me, that's the dream. I mean, how lucky am I to get to spend every day of my life with someone I admire so much? But out of your laundry list of incredible qualities, by far my favorite one is your ability to not only accept, but to embrace people for who they truly are. Which brings me to the moment that I knew 100%, no question about it, you were the person I had to spend the rest of my life with. A moment I've waited years to tell you about, and just fair warning, it's not that cute of a story. I knew I was going to marry you on September 22nd of 2018. I know the exact date because it was one of 2 times that Texas beat TCU since we've been together. So I gave it a Google and the date came up. We had to hit the road early to get back from San Antonio after a very late night of drinking far too much wine with Roro, who I had just met for the first time. Needless to say, we both did not feel good, so we stopped at the grocery store for what you thought were road snacks. But as soon as I walked in, a very juicy rotisserie chicken caught my eye. Without hesitation, I proceeded to sit in the passenger seat of your truck and eat it with my bare hands. Because naturally, I forgot to grab utensils. About halfway through the second chicken leg, I glanced over to find you staring at me. And now, most guys would be staring in absolute horror that their very new girlfriend was just annihilating a whole chicken at 10 o'clock in the morning like an absolute barbarian. But not you. You had the biggest genuine smile on your face that I've ever seen. And in that moment, I knew I will never find someone who accepts me for who I am more than this man right here. This is the guy I have to marry. It's been 4.5 years and hundreds of rotisserie chickens since then. And every single day, you've made me feel so loved for who I am to the core. Flaws, quirks, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You're the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I can't wait to see the life that we grow in the decades to come. So for my promises and vows. Colin, I promise not to adopt any dogs without your permission. I promise to always close the bag of chips so they don't go stale overnight, except for when I fall asleep on the couch and just forget. I promise to never let my inherent cynicism steal the shine of your inherent optimism. I promise to embrace your positivity, but also support you in a way that makes you know that it's okay not to be happy all the time. And on those bad days, because everyone has them, I promise to be there to hear you, understand you, and lift you up. But most of all, I promise to love you the same way you love me, every day, all day, and unconditionally.
Well, just freakishly tall.
We're just short.
Now join hands. And Colin, please repeat after me, but look at her. I, Colin, take you, Brook,
I, Colin, take you, Brooke,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer or poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
until death do us part.
and to death do us part.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
Okay, Brooke, please repeat after me.
We'll try.
I, Brooke, take you, Colin,
I, Brooke, take you, Colin,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
until death do us part.
until death do us part.
This is my solemn vow.
This is my solemn vow.
Clayton, may we have the rings, please?
It's for you.
Now, Colin and Brooke, the rings you give and receive on this day are the symbols of your unending love, into which you now enter as husband and wife. Such a love has no beginning, no end, no giver, no receiver. You are each the beginning and the end, each the giver and receiver. And have these rings be a symbol of the vows that you just shared with one another. Now, Colin, as you place this ring on Brooke, I now ask you, do you promise all of us here that from this point forward, your arms may be her shelter and your heart may be her guide? Do you promise to support her, to nourish her, to love, respect, and honor her for the rest of your days on earth? If so, please answer, I do. Now, Brooke, as you place this ring on Colin, I now ask you, do you promise all of us here that from this point forward, your arms may be his shelter and your heart may be his guide? Do you promise to support him, to nourish him, to love, respect, and honor him for the rest of your days on earth? If so, please answer, I do. Now, will all of you who are witnessing these vows and promises do all in your power to uphold these two persons in their marriage? Please answer, we will. I think we could do better than that. Please answer, we will. Well, at this time, I'd like to just take a moment to personally thank Brooke and Colin for allowing me to be a part of their special day. Did you notice how I used her name first that time? Well, that's because in a few minutes you'll be legally married and things will never be quite the same again. But it's true, things will never be quite the same again because together you have so many wonderful and joyous days in front of you. Oh, you'll have your share of challenges too. But one of the cool things about love is that it keeps growing. In every moment of your marriage, no matter what the circumstance, you'll always have the opportunity to choose, to create a love that can become greater than the sum of its parts. And this great love will be able to withstand life's challenges and provide you with all the joy you'll ever need. You know, love each other with every part of your being, because many times the experience of loving is in direct response to the experience of being loved. It's obvious to me that a profound love has brought you two here together today. But the love that you build from this day forward lives within it. The infinite amounts of acceptance and forgiveness that will forever keep you together. I'm a bit older than you guys, and I can tell you that the days, months, and years have a tendency to fade and blur into each other. But this day will remain crystal clear in your memories for the rest of your lives. So, to be invited to be a part of your lifelong memories is a real gift to me, as it is to everyone here, and we thank you for that. Okay, you can get a little bit closer. And finally, Colin and Brook, may you have enough happiness to keep you sweet, enough trials to keep you strong, enough sorrow to keep you human, and enough hope to keep you happy, enough failure to keep you humble, enough success to keep you eager, enough friends to give you comfort, and enough wealth to meet your needs, enough enthusiasm to look forward, enough faith to banish depression, and enough determination to make each day better than yesterday. Now, Colin and Brook, may the love you have pledged here today continue to grow throughout your lives, and may your lives together as husband and wife be full of unending happiness. It is now my pleasure, by the power vested in me by the state of Connecticut, to pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss your beautiful bride, Colin. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Thomas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to introduce some very special people. When I do, you need to make as much noise as you can. Let's try it now. Make some noise! Please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Colin Thomas! Dance to the music. 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 One more time, make some noise, everybody, for Mr. and Mrs. Colin Thomas. Used to spend my nights out at ballrooms. Liquor was the only love I've known. when you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I say so. All your love all the time. I look for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle always dry. When you poured out your heart, I couldn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to keep me high. You're smooth, a Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Yeah, yeah. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Yeah, Tennessee whiskey. Oh, Tennessee whiskey. Oh, as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Tennessee whiskey. Yeah, Tennessee whiskey. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, a nice round of applause. Now we would like to invite Brooke and John to the dance floor for their father-daughter dance. Make some noise for Brooke and her father, everybody. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see clouds of blue, skies of white, dark blessed days, and the long sacred nights. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? All they're really saying is, I love you. gentlemen, a nice round of applause, please, for our bride and her father. Now we would like to invite Colin and Kathy to the dance floor. Please make some noise for our groom and his mother.
Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby.
Need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far.
Don't worry, baby.
Just call my name, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't need to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe.
Remember the day I set you free? I told you you can always count on me, darling. From that day on, I made a vow. I'll be there when you want me, some way, somehow.
Don't you know that there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for our groom and his mother. Now grab someone and join them on the dance floor, ladies and gentlemen. Join them on the dance floor.
Can't stop me, baby, 'cause you are
If
my
you're ever in
girl.
trouble, I'll be there on the double. Just sing for me, sing for me. Ooh.
Our love is alive, way down in my heart, although we'll be miles apart.
If you ever need a helping hand, I'll be there on the double just as fast as I can.
Don't you know that there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you. Don't you know that there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe. Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from you. In New York City,
Yes, it is good.
all we need is music, sweet music. There'll be music everywhere. There'll be swinging, swaying, and wicked playing and dancing in the streets. Oh, doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. So come on, every time, grab a girl, everywhere around the world they're dancing. They're dancing in the street, dancing in the street. This is his invitation across the nation, a chance for folks to meet. They'll be laughing, singing, and music swinging and dancing in the street. Philadelphia, PA, dancing in the street. Baltimore and the sea now, dancing in the street. Yeah, don't forget the Motor City, dancing in the street. All we need is music, sweet, sweet, sweet music. Sweet music. There'll be music everywhere. There'll be swinging, swaying, and wicked playing, dancing in the streets. Oh, doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you're out there. So come on, every guy, grab a girl, everywhere around the world they're dancing. They're dancing in the streets, dancing in the streets. Way down in LA, every day they're dancing in the street, dancing in the street.
I want to thank all of you for coming. We know how much sacrifice. We appreciate the respect that you've all shown us. It's quite an event. Colin and my daughter Brooke, and we really appreciate the fact that you all showed up here tonight. Over there you have Greg and Kathy, Colin's mother and father. The heater over here is my wife. Colin, a couple of years ago, you showed great respect to my family and myself, and I greatly appreciate it. And I would like to return that to you tonight by welcoming you into our family. Watch what you wish for. As for my daughter, Brooke, she's always been my chicken wing for as long as I can remember. Years ago, when my Lori and I, back in the 70s, were learning to love one another, we never could imagine that we would have a daughter that would give us so much joy and excitement. La mia figlia più bella, e amo. To my most beautiful daughter, I love you. I don't have a drink in front of me, but if you raise your own. Abada la saluda, Brook and Colin.
One more time, everyone, a nice round of applause for John.
Hello, everybody. We want to first say thank you so much for joining us this evening. I know a lot of y'all flew long ways, drove long ways to get here, and we really, really appreciate it, and thank you so much. I would like to say, if you want to see Brooke and I for the next 2 hours, we will be on the dance floor. And if you don't find your way to the dance floor, that's kind of too bad on you. So, cheers. Please come to the dance floor. We're going to dance the night away. Let's do it. Let's go.